Colt's here at Cellar 17 in Houston, Texas, doing our first video blog featuring a wine called Meander. And we wanted to show some appreciation for the host, Cellar 17, which is located on FM 1960, just east of Cutton Road in Houston. And I would like to introduce to you one of the owners, Jean-Marie.
Thanks, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
It's been a real pleasure tonight having the Wine Cult with us. They're a great group, love wine. I know that you guys sample from all over the West Coast and really look for good wine. So it's really fun to have you guys here tonight, and also to have Aiken from Meander. We've really been promoting some new winemakers in tasting events and featuring that as opposed to just, using the reps. And so really fun having that opportunity tonight, and look forward to having you all back with us. We post our tasting events on our website, which is www.cellar-17.com, and hopefully y'all will be back soon. We'll have some new people coming and enjoy more great wine.
Thank you, Jean-Marie.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce to you a friend of mine that is the owner and proprietor of Redford Wines, Tommy Skillion.
Yeah, my name's Tommy Skillion, and I actually am in business with a gentleman named Mark Walton, who's running around here somewhere. And we were partners in a Texas distribution company called Redford Wine. We focus on bringing what we feel are the best examples of California boutique wines, arguably up-and-coming cult wines, to the Texas market. We do very little off-premise sale, so Cellar 17 is one of the few places that the wines can actually be purchased and brought home. Pretty much everywhere else that we place the wines are going to be top restaurants in Houston. Our current portfolio actually consists of a lot of up-and-coming high-end wines that I know you and I have discussed in the past, such as Futo, Meander, doing Dancing Hares, vice versa. And obviously a fine example of Meander that was poured tonight. So. We'll also introduce Amy Aiken, who's kind of the star of tonight, and her wines that I think everyone has enjoyed here, and we're really, frankly, very excited to be working with her. And I think her wines are phenomenal, not only for the quality but for the price point as well. Amy?
Thank you. Gosh, what a nice introduction. It's really great to be here, and glad you enjoyed Meander.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe how you got into the wine business, and just a little brief history about maybe where you worked or
Well, I've worked for other people in the wine industry since the late 80s. I started out at the great school of winemaking called Joseph Phelps. And it was a great time, and that Joseph Phelps is where I learned, I cut my teeth on Cabernet, is what I like to say. We made Islay, we made Bacchus, we made Manley, we made Insignia. And it was there that I think the seed was planted to one day have my own project. And as I went through my winemaking career, I started my winemaking career in my family, and I decided one day I was going to do my own project, and decided then to source really great vineyards for my Cabernet. I live in the Napa Valley. I think Napa Valley creates some of the best Cabernet there is in the world, and that's what I wanted to make. I love Cabernet. So I sourced out Gary Morrisoli and Doug White from Llewellyn Vineyard and asked them if I could get some fruit, and that's how I started my project.
Excellent. Wow. I can honestly say that based on the comments I heard tonight, they were very well received. However, aside from your Cabernets, which of course we did vertical tasting tonight of the 03, 04, 05, which it's hard for me to pick out a favorite, there is also a Sauv Blanc offering, a Sauvignon Blanc offering. That this is the first year that you're actually doing a Sauvignon Blanc. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure, I'd be happy to. 2008 is the first vintage of the Conspire Sauvignon Blanc that I made from a very wonderful boutique vineyard in Rutherford, California. Again, Rutherford, one of the great growing regions of Napa Valley. I got a very small amount of fruit to work with this year, so I produced about 125 cases. It is in a fresh, fruity style, very citrusy, a little lemongrass, lots of body, but I'm really proud of it, and I think people really liked it here. I'm really excited to bring it to you. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. So, I really appreciate you coming down to Texas and showing your support, and Jimmy and the Cult Wine. I truly appreciate you guys showing up and giving us the opportunity to share a little bit about ourselves. And until next time, I suppose.